It says we are live.
All right.
I don't know how well it knows us, but it seems to think we're alive.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. Today is Tuesday, December 2nd, a little bit after 7 o'clock. Thank you for joining Rex Sisters. We value your continued support, so please like, follow, comment, share, and subscribe to us. We would greatly appreciate it. And also, don't forget to join the Discord. You'll see the bot located in the chat. Um, and the Discord is a extra piece where the conversations that we have continue, or pretty much any other subject matter is up for grabs. And you
Who
can.
the Oh, I'm sorry. Let me mute for a second. Oh my God, hold on.
Hey JJ, how you doing? It's good to see you. And good evening, Cannabis. I hope you guys had a good Thanksgiving and that it was good food and good friends or good family. And I don't know if you watched football or not. I did not. But hopefully everybody enjoyed their weekend, long weekend. And you only have about 21 days to finish Christmas shopping. That would put you at approximately December the 23rd. And
Hmm.
I'm going to try to be. I always have my gifts and everything bought ahead of time, but for some reason, they
This
don't
year
get.
I am behind too.
Yeah, they don't get wrapped till later, and I also don't like to decorate my tree till a couple days before Christmas, but then I leave my tree up longer, like going into second, the end of the second week in January. I know,
Oh,
like
we
this,
sometimes leave ours till February. We put it
yeah.
up on Thanksgiving, then nobody bothers with it until February.
hmm Hey, Blue.
Hi guys. Sorry, I can't quite see him posting to other platforms, and someone overkilled the body spray because ran out of air freshener in the bathroom, and now I'm getting albuterol already.
Oh, geez. Well, we have Cannabis in the house, JJ's in the house, Blue is in the house.
Thank you guys.
You're welcome.
And
So,
hello. Sorry.
uh,
Ugh.
but first up, I think we have Crazy Bee. You have your Christmas.
Yes, I do
Okay.
have the Christmas idea for this day. This
Okay.
today. I couldn't remember whether it was a day or week. Well, it is technically the first video that we're actually doing over the week and all that great stuff. Give me a
Mm-hmm.
second while I blink the tears out of my eyes. There we are. So
Oh.
I the hot chocolate spoons was a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
Takes all of 30 minutes of prep, 30 minutes total. I think it's great. You can use a variety of different types of spoons, metal, plastic, wood, and you just melt some chocolate and keep dipping it till it's nice and coated. Put what you want on it, sprinkles, candy cane, whatever, and it tastes so yummy. But the one thing I don't like about this is how they suggest to melt the spoons in the microwave. I mean, not the spoons, the chocolate. Oh my God, you can't melt spoons. Well, technically, yeah, you
You
can.
can, yeah. I guess I think you can, or you could have the
Yeah,
microwave explode.
yeah. What I always tell people to do is get like a heat resistant bowl, whether it's metal or glass, and put it into a bigger pot of boiling water to melt the chocolate, because it melts so much better than standing at the microwave and you risk burning it to the edges.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm old school like that. I really am. Like, I do not really make anything that requires melting in the microwave. Like, even like butter and stuff, I prefer to just put it on the stove, on the
Yeah,
stovetop where to warm up from other
yeah.
stuff.
I don't like. like I know people make their tea in the microwave or their coffee, and I'm
Mm-mm.
like, nah, it's got to be on the
We have a
tea kettle.
coffee maker.
Yeah,
Yep, we have a coffee maker. We just got to get that tea kettle. We still
yeah,
don't have a stovetop kettle, but we'll
yeah,
run hot water through the coffee maker without coffee
right,
just to get water for tea.
right.
When did that ever happen?
But it
When we had
just,
the Keurig one, that was working.
yeah, it just, I don't know, it doesn't seem like it boils right, or I don't know. I like to have that rolling boil go on for a little
Yeah,
bit.
we did the Cheaters stovetop stuffing in the microwave today
Hmm.
for something just to nibble on,
Right,
and it was not the same. It's
right.
not. I don't know why. It's just not.
Hmm.
Ooh, Mexican hot chocolate. That sounds good. Ew. But yeah, once you get your spoons made, you just stir them in a cup of milk, and there you go. Voila, hot chocolate. It
Hmm.
says to microwave them in 20-second increments.
Oh my gosh.
Hot water. It doesn't even have to be boiling water, just hot water on
Right,
the stove. Set your bowl in it. Chocolate melts almost instantly.
right,
No 20-second intervals. I mean, I'm just make sure the glassware bowl in the water is sitting above the rim of the boiling pot of water. Yeah. If you have one of those, what are they? The ones that have like the strainer thing. You remember the old pots that you had the strainer layer and then a lid
right.
layer?
Yep,
You could put the bowl in that strainer layer. You just need the heat to come up from the water to melt it.
right,
You don't actually got to submerge. Well, I mean, you can not fully submerge, but like set the bowl in the water, even hold it with a mitt if you have to, and just stir the chocolate. The heat from the steam and everything from the hot water will melt that chocolate really fast and
right.
much more evenly. So much more evenly. And
To
it
be
doesn't matter
honest,
how
out
much
of
chocolate.
yeah, to be honest, out of everything that we've shown so far, this is my least favorite.
Why is that?
The spoons. You know why? Because I'd have some that'd be a big glob. I'd have another one that would just be the size of the spoon bowl. I'd be all over the place with mine. I just,
You're giving them out to people. Give the people you don't like the measly ones, and the people you do like the big ones. That's how you gauge your
I would
presents
be,
for people.
yeah, I'd be so frustrated with this one.
I
Nah,
mean, none of these are even uniform,
right,
and I can live with it. It
yeah,
does. This is not factory made. This is homemade in a kitchen, and put the kids on the task of dipping the spoons.
right,
All you got to do is melt the chocolate. They can crush up candy canes with a rolling pin in a plastic bag. Give the kids something to do.
right,
I mean, you don't expect it to be perfect when it's coming from a kid. And if
right,
some, let's say you do make them and they're not perfect, blame it on the kids, and that way you still don't look bad, and you look even better for letting the kids help.
right,
There's all kinds of options there.
right.
I could think of a few options, or you
Yeah,
could just blame
just
somebody else in the house.
I don't know. I just don't see myself standing there with the spoon dipping it in over and over, and I don't know about this one.
This is one I could absolutely do, and they do make great, you know, options for
Right.
gifts if you
And
are on
and
a
I
budget and you got
yeah,
to hurry.
yeah, plus I guess too I'm really not a hot chocolate drinker, so
Mm, I am. And see, I would not be using toffee. I would be using sea salted caramel
mhm.
and swirling it around in there. Oh my God, that would be the best. Oh yeah. I could totally see me doing a dark chocolate too.
Right.
It looks like they put a little bit of salt on this and caramel on
Right.
this one,
Mhm.
but it also kind of looks like toffee too.
It
And you
does.
don't have to do exactly what this does with the white chocolates and all that. You can just do straight up chocolate and peppermint. It don't got to be anything overly special, unless
Right.
it's someone who's special to you. In which case, then absolutely be a special person. Be special to people.
I just watched a video yesterday of somebody that not from us, but somebody else that found the Christmas crackers
Uh-huh.
with the saltines that we showed, and they said that they had become addicted to it. So I'm gonna give that a shot maybe this weekend. Although I also saw a video where you take, I think I might have sent it to you with the cranberries. Did I send that to you? I don't remember. I'll have to
Mm,
look, but
no, I
you
don't
take
recall you sending it to me.
you take whole cranberries, you wash them, you just put them in powdered sugar, and then you freeze them, and they become these cranberry tart pops like. And I mean, when
Ooh.
they bite on them, you can literally hear them go pop in their mouth. So I
Oh,
thought
that is you could oh, I wish there was a way to do that with Pop Rocks, but it would be real you could sprinkle Pop Rocks on the outside of the popsicle before it melts.
mm-hmm.
But
But
cranberries are healthier than Pop Rocks.
this is true. All right, there, ma'am. So we got our first. This would be what, number 5, I believe, of
Number
our
7.
7 of our Christmas ideas. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Number
there should be
7.
there should be no excuse for the kids or anybody not to be able to participate. By now, all of my seams on my chain would be apart, and I would be flipping out, saying, "We're never
Uh,
doing this shit again."
I would totally do it again. I would totally have fun with it, no matter what. I'd keep
I,
pasting them back together.
I'd probably end up stapling them.
That is a very fine option. Super
Mm-hmm.
glue is too.
Yes.
Like how you get super glue wounds
No, I'll
together.
pass on the super glue. When Zach was
I
about
tend to end up
3,
wearing that.
yeah, when Zach was about 3, I came in to find him hiding on Eric's side of the bed, and he had gotten into the super glue, and he super glued the back of his legs at the knee together, super glued his fingers together, had super glue on his arms that got sucked into his skin. Yeah.
A
Hmm.
lot of rubbing. That nail polish remover would
Oh,
have been needed.
that doesn't work very well. I ended up taking him and soaking him in the bathtub, and I think what I got to work on that was the A&D, because the
I've never had a problem with the nail polish remover with it.
yeah, I did. It didn't work on him at all. So, yep, that was pretty interesting. Hmm.
Oh, you had cranberry salad with port wine, added to Jello mix, and topped it with cream cheese.
Oh, that sounds good.
That sounds really good.
Hmm.
Feel free to drop the recipe to one of us in the DMs so we can post it to the server if you have it. Oh my god. Port wine jello mix, cranberries salad, and cream cheese.
That sounds good.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah,
And
I used
sorry.
to make a fruit cocktail Jello salad. I haven't made that in years, because they
Oh, I
all
haven't either.
Mom,
yeah
did you know
they
that
all
Christmas is approximately
yeah they like
27.4
my
years away?
coleslaw. So anyway, all right there, ma'am. What's up next? We got
Oh,
a lot.
he says, sure, my wife keeps it a secret, but I'm going to share it. Thank you.
We won't tell.
Yeah, and we're not going to market it.
Right.
I'm on the Linux belief of open source. The cranberry salad has many other ingredients. Okay,
All right. You can check it out.
that sounds really good. So,
Well,
all right,
I think, as
go ahead.
everybody knows, it's been a wild news cycle since we ended on Wednesday. A lot has
Oh,
happened,
yeah.
and there is no way possible to keep up with every single thing. So, some of the stuff, unless you specifically ask for something, we might not even cover it, or some of the things that we do cover, you may have questions like, how did we get to this point? Because if we try to
Well,
sum
it
it
all
up,
started
yeah,
40 years ago.
right, we would
in a
be here
galaxy far,
forever.
far away.
So, all right, what do we got up first, Crazy Bee?
What we've got up for our first serious ones is quick video on Trump. As many of you have probably heard by now, um, one of the National Guard soldiers in DC did not survive the gunshot. I did hear something that the second one, the male, was downgraded from critical to serious.
Okay,
So he's getting better, little by little. And people are, respecting the family. So whatever the families release is what's actually making the news.
okay.
So
'Cause, yeah, I
that's
didn't hear anything about the family or any of that. I heard actually
mhm.
that he was doing worse and they didn't expect him to make it, so that's good news to hear.
Oh, yesterday afternoon, I
Hmm,
came across. No, it was yesterday morning. It was yesterday morning. I heard word from some professional person in a suit in DC saying that he's in serious condition, which is better than critical.
right.
Well,
Um,
watch that guy suddenly dies,
shh, you better knock on wood right now.
even though he's in good way.
Knock on some wood. Your head does not count. Boy, oh, I'm going to have words with him later. But sorry, family
It's
disruptions.
pattern recognition. Recognition.
Okay, can I finish with the live stream now? Sorry, let me hit play.
Go ahead.
I assume we're on and everybody sees us. I see you, a lot of great looking faces. Am I correct? Everybody's on, right? If you are, wave. If you're not, just you can leave and go have turkey. Good. I think everyone's waving. Thank you very much. And I'm honored to speak with so many incredible members of the U.S. military and to wish all of you a very happy Thanksgiving. Before we begin, I want to express the anguish and the horror of our entire nation at the terrorist attack yesterday in our nation's capital, in which a savage monster gunned down two service members in the West Virginia National Guard who were deployed as part of the D.C. task force, which has done such an incredible job. I mean, until yesterday, we literally had no incidents for many months. It was the safest place imaginable, and this is a different kind of crime. This is a really bad crime. Millions of Americans are praying for those heroes and their families, and I must unfortunately tell you that just seconds before I went on, right now, I heard that Sarah Beckstrom of West Virginia, one of the guardsmen that we're talking about, highly respected, young, magnificent person, started service in June of 2023, outstanding in every way. She's just passed away. She's no longer with us. She's looking down at us right now. Her parents are with her. It's just happened. She was savagely attacked. She's dead. She's not with us. Incredible person. Outstanding in every single way, in every department. That's horrible. As you know, the other young man is fighting for his life. He's in very bad shape. He's fighting for his life, and hopefully we'll get better news with respect to him. And the monster that did this is also in serious condition. But we won't even talk about him. As you may know, DHS has confirmed that the suspect is an Afghan national flown here by the previous administration, who was such a bad administration. And I have a picture of a plane. This is what it looked like when they came in. It was total bedlam. Do you remember that period of time? Total.
That was when all the women and children got left behind and only
Mm-hmm.
men got to cleave.
And you know,
And a bunch of our former military set up missions out of their own money to go rescue the people who were supposed to be on those planes.
Correct.
Crazy.
And you know, we received 2 planefuls of them here. In the middle of the
It's
night.
Yep, it's bad.
And not only that, but guess who sponsored them?
Biden,
No, the the Jewish organization.
really?
Hmm. They put them up. They got them in homes and all types of things
And
they did for them. And meanwhile, they're like their sworn enemy, right?
I would bet that probably a third of these people on this plane, one third, had bad intentions. I would put money that it was one third of that plane.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But who the hell leaves their wife and kids and sisters behind and their mothers
Right.
behind?
Right. I mean, knowing how bad the country is, right? There's how do they get their food? All of that.
I don't know.
How'd they
Was it get
receive
the men
money
out first
unless
so the
they?
men could get a place? Well, here's one of the logics though that I've heard before. A lot of cases, men would come first, set up a place to live and food, and then send for their wives and children. That is a
Mm,
possibility. But the way these people were acting, I don't think that was on their mind
right.
when this happened. I don't think that was on their mind. It's just,
Frustrating.
yeah. I just wanted to point out that probably about a third of these people on this plane did not have good intentions for when they landed. Let me hit play and let it keep going
Okay.
because, yeah, the Biden company, the, as you now pointed out, some Israeli company or Jewish company did
Jewish.
this.
Mm-hmm. They
Wow.
sponsored them.
They sponsored the enemy.
Correct.
Well, yeah, they do that all the
And they
time.
don't understand that. Uh, again, they're their sworn enemy. How could they bring them into the fold? Are we so
Yeah,
ignorant? Are we so ignorant of their way of life and the Quran that they're willing to risk their lives, their family for the support?
they raised their kids to this on the same extremism. A lot of the people in the Middle East
Right.
raise their children to their children are a sacrifice worth giving.
Mm-hmm.
It's that is the way it was explained to me by someone. Their children are a sacrifice worth giving. They are
Right.
cannon fodder. That's why they have so many kids.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Kind of cringy,
It's
Well,
even.
it
not only
is, but I've
that,
seen the
but
training videos of
yeah,
kids from the time they can walk in an
so,
elementary
right.
reenacting the J set the what was it, October 7th attack,
I
September 11th.
don't know.
Oh,
September 11th.
yeah,
9/11.
No,
September
no,
11th.
I'm talking
Yeah.
on Israel. The
Oh, on
October
Israel.
7th on
Right.
Israel.
Right. But against the United
Kids
States.
reenacting it.
Right.
No, against Israel. It was literally breaking into an Israeli building and taking everybody out
Wow.
So
with
how is
toy
Israel in the
guns.
wrong there?
So
I've
we
watched their
yeah, I have some
videos.
other videos where they're actually doing some training on the kids. Uh,
Hmm. From the time they
and
can
and
walk and
so
talk.
right, and so when you're ingrained in that at such a young age, you know, how do you once you reach the age of adulthood, are you able to separate from what you've learned? And I find it very difficult to believe that they could.
I
You
want to
know, might.
find where I read this or heard it. It was some video or something. They're saying that it's actually the third generation immigrants here in America who are the most radicalized.
Hmm.
Not the parents or the grandparents, but the kids have become even more radical than They're the previous generations who moved here.
Does it say why?
I cannot remember, but I can make an assumption that it has to do with media.
True.
I can
Could
absolutely
could
with
you
those
imagine?
colleges.
Could you imagine flying from Afghanistan in a plane like that to America, jammed in there like your cattle,
That's a cargo plane. That's
right?
not even a passenger plane.
Correct.
You don't have a seat. You are sitting on the floor or standing.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
And that is what, a almost 14-hour flight?
Right? I mean, I don't even know what to say to that. It
It's
just
bothersome,
it
to
brings
say the
back
least.
memories. Do you remember as the planes and that were taking off, the Afghans that were running after it that jumped up onto the
And
wheel
trying to
up
cling to
and
the side.
tried to cling to the
Yeah,
side of the plane? Yep, extremely
yeah.
disturbing.
That footage was beyond disturbing, and it's insane. It really is.
Right, and even now we have Jen Psaki's been on saying we vetted, we did this, we did that. You know,
No, the fuck they did.
yeah, if Biden is so incapacitated that he has been absolved of any wrongdoing because he's out of his mind, everybody else should be held accountable, including Jen Psaki.
Hmm.
For
If anyone watches the channel Habitual Line Crosser, he was at one of the bases and was in part of the team that helped bring the people in and try to vet them.
hmm
And he was asked to leave a meeting because he said no one should be leaving until they are properly vetted. And if they're not properly vetted, they needed to be sent back. Or if they don't qualify, send them back. He was asked to leave a meeting. He said something about it, and he almost his exact words. I paraphrased a little in one of his more recent episodes, like in the last 2-3 days.
Right.
And I like Habitual Line Crosser. He's funny as all hell. So,
All right, go ahead.
but yeah, let me hit play because we got a lot more insanity to come.
Bedlam. People crammed onto the plane, and the toughest, meanest, most capable physically got on the plane, not the people that we were looking for or that they wanted to bring in. Here's a picture for you. Just take a look at that plane. Standing on top of each other and sitting on top of each other. This is what we had under the
Supposed to be our
Biden administration.
translators.
That whole thing should have never, ever happened. They should have left from a different base. They should have left from Bagram, as you know, and it would have been a much different story. But they didn't do that, and this was just a rout, just a terrible situation.
And this is where
This heinous atrocity reminds us that we have no
One
greater.
second. Go
I
ahead.
was going to say, and this is also where I forget the exact number, but at the gate, the service people were killed.
It was 11, somewhere between
I was
11
going
and
to say
13.
11 and 13 or some. I didn't want
Yeah,
to. Yeah,
I don't want to get it wrong, but yeah,
right. But they
11
were
to
killed at the
13 service members from various branches.
right. They were killed at the gate, right? By was that a
An
car
explosion.
bomber? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Was it a car bomb or was it
Was
a suicide
it an
bomber?
explosion? There- Hold on, I have to mute a second. Go ahead, hit play.
Okay. But I will tell everyone the only people who were supposed to be getting on that plane were American citizens, translators, and already trusted people that had helped America, not the people that were on it.
All right, I'm sorry.
So,
Back.
oh no,
Somebody's
I was just explaining
yeah,
that the only people that got on that plane were not the people
right.
we were supposed to be getting, translators, American citizens, people who helped
Helped us,
and were
correct.
already vetted.
Right. Not
And it makes
terrorists.
me
Yeah,
so
not
angry.
terrorists, not people that got out of a jail. I mean, I don't know. I'm going to argue that I don't believe we really needed all of that help on that airplane, on that one airplane. Okay.
That wasn't people who helped us, and they
Right.
all didn't need help. Most of them were coming here for nefarious reasons. Well, not
Right.
most, a third. Probably.
Well, they all were nefarious because they all planned on using some type of welfare benefit.
It's just so insane. I mean,
The whole
using our welfare benefits isn't the same as an attack on people, but it still drains the system.
exactly.
It's a
I
different
mean,
type
we're at
of
the point.
attack. It's a financial versus a physical.
Well, it's both. It's a combination of both, right? The financial drain on the American people is so great. I mean, there are people, Americans, that didn't get the money that were told no. And the reason is because of the illegals. For example, we just got the increases for Eric and EJ's health insurance. Eric's
Yeah.
is now over $800 a month. EJ went up
And
to
what's sad is you have
500,
to provide that. You have
and
to provide that. You don't
that's
get an
correct.
option.
And that's like a low to mid plan. An office visit costs $65. Those two won't go. I can't get them to go
I don't blame them. I'd be
because
like, you're better
yeah.
off collecting my life insurance and paying off the debt that way.
Mm-hmm. So, as I mentioned previously, the insurance companies aren't going to take a loss. And for all
And
these
they're not going to lower
illegals
the
to use,
deductibles and stuff, even if
right,
the prices go back down.
and even for the illegals to, they're using the emergency room as a
They're
PCP.
killing us.
That's right. And they're laughing. Look at what's going on, and we'll talk about this a little bit later from the Somalians.
Well, like those
There's
one,
there's
well, like the Mexican guy that was teaching people about squatters' rights and how to get an
yes.
abandoned house in your name by illegally living there.
Mhm.
He ended up getting deported. Thank God,
Mhm.
because it led to a bunch of lawsuits because what he was telling them was inaccurate, and it was going to cause a lot of legal problems. And
Right.
it's like we had that when it first happened, when they first started moving in.
Mhm. But how did the Somalians from Minnesota send back so much money that it's greater than Somalia's budget?
GDP. Yep.
How?
Because, and that's
And
what's
see,
taken away from our buying power too
that's
when they
correct.
do that.
That's correct.
But I know people from India who were doing the same thing.
Oh, the
I mean,
scammers.
and the
Yeah.
scammers. Oh my God.
Uh-huh.
I need help with this. I need help with that. I
Uh,
love you. Send me money. I've seen it so many times on like, oh my God. There was a
uh-huh.
chick in one country. She actually got thrown in jail for it. They never reimbursed the money, but she got thrown in jail for it. Kept promising to marry these people and then never did. She got in some serious shit. She had like three guys wanting to marry her at the same
Mhm.
time.
Wow.
I'm telling you, you can't trust anyone anymore. You just can't. And then
And
they
this
come here.
hurts. And so what's going on hurts the naturalized citizen, right?
Hmm.
Because they get thrown
And the
into that.
actual citizens.
Yeah. And they all get thrown into that group. I
Hmm.
mean, even the people. Now, I'm glad we found out about the SNAP benefits. I don't care if you're
Yeah.
American or you're not American.
Trump's new policy on that. I was watching a video. I know we're going to cover it more in
Mm.
depth soon. His new policy that's supposed to take effect any day now. If you are between the ages of 21 and 65 and physically capable of working, get your ass out there and get a job.
Yeah. You have to work like something
I'm not
20
physically
hours a
capable of
month
working, but I don't collect SNAP. So, yeah,
yeah.
it's like it's at least 20 hours a week of work to
Yeah, I
collect
thought,
benefits.
yeah. We'll have to look at that because I know originally I think it was proposed as a month or something. But we'll have that to come. But again,
Yes, I just
if
going off the
all of
top of
this
my
wouldn't have
head.
been, yeah, imagine what has been siphoned off over the years, right? We don't even have a dollar amount how long this crap has been going on.
Well, it's been going on for generations.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. For
My
at least.
my great grandfather was even notorious for sending money back to family in Asia, in Europe,
Mm-hmm.
because they were struggling. And again, this was post no, between World War I and World War II.
Okay.
So it was post World War I, still struggling in that economy over in Europe. Germany was being whiny and complaining about paying their part, and people were struggling. But it's still, there's a difference between helping here and there and then paying for everything,
Correct.
which is what a lot of Americans end up doing, because again, $1 American could be a fortune in
To
other
somebody in
places.
another country, right?
And if you don't pay
Yeah,
attention to
there's
that currency rates, yeah.
a woman,
So,
that a content creator that I follow. She's Filipino, and she is retiring from her regular job that she holds, and she's just going to go into content creating full time. And she said that her monies that she has saved for retirement would only get her maybe close to 2 years in America. But if she moves
uh
back
huh,
to the Philippines, she could almost be set for life, she said,
yeah.
because things are so ridiculously low.
It's,
You know, it
well,
just
again, with the conversion rate from
correct. The
American
dollar
dollars
buying power is very strong.
compared to other countries.
Correct.
However, you're giving up your freedom of speech, you're giving up your freedom of religions. Some, in many cases, you're giving up your right to defend yourself. In many cases, what is the trade-off worth it
Well, she has family and that there, so I guess that makes it worth it. Her mother's there, and
for
y-
her? But
yeah,
for
for
me,
her.
nope,
Right.
hell no.
Yep.
For her, yeah, fine. They'll be living in a mansion for the
Right.
rest of their lives
Correct.
off of American dollars,
Mm-hmm.
especially if she's got over 200, 300,000, even more. She could live a
A
very long
nice life.
time,
Right.
very well to do, if that's what I mean. Even if you're talking like 200, 300,000, a million in savings, you're going to live really
Really
freaking
nice.
good.
Now, what's interesting is uh, I follow different people that have gone to different countries to live because of the power of the US dollar. But a lot
Yep,
of
Mexico is
companies,
one of the big
yeah,
places.
not companies, a lot of countries are cracking down on having
Hmm.
US citizens live in their country. They don't want it anymore.
Mexico just went on a evict the American spree,
Mm-hmm.
legal or illegal.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, that was, we covered that
Mm-hmm.
not too long
Japan
ago.
is one. Yeah, Japan is one.
Japan's actually getting rid of anyone that isn't
Right.
Japanese, unless
Right.
you are part of a business in that area. And even some businesses, they're trying to get rid of American employees,
Mm-hmm.
which I think every country should do to a degree.
Right.
First come, first pick should go to American people.
Yep.
I mean, to sit here and say we don't have people qualified, I kind of understand, because we have a generation of liberal arts tards, art
Well,
tards.
and that all came from, the government down through the teachers' unions to the
Since the
educators.
80s, parents
Right.
were saying, get a job, go to college, get a career. And
Right.
then nobody picked a good career. And then they swamped with the computer sciences. And we ended up
Mm-hmm.
with too many qualified people.
Right.
But they were still hiring people from India and parts of Asia instead of going with American people who were qualified.
Right.
Oh, it's cheaper. Yeah, bite me.
Yep. All right. Go ahead.
You know
Hit
what's
play.
cheaper yet? American employees, American products, American manufacturing. Sorry, I'm going to shut up.
National security priority than ensuring that we have full control over the people that enter and remain in our country. For the most part, we don't want them. They come in illegally, have a lot of problems. Their countries force them in because their countries are smart. They don't want them. Let's give them to the Americans to take care of. They come out of jails in many cases, mental institutions. They're gang members. They're drug dealers. We don't want them. Many of the service members on this call today are engaged in crucial aspects of that mission. And to each and every one of you, I just want to thank you so much. Incredible people. You make this sacrifice like few others understand. A lot of them don't even understand it. And you're keeping America safe and free. Our military is strong. My first term, I rebuilt our military, all aspects of our military. And in Afghanistan, we actually gave up a big chunk, but relatively, as much as it seemed like it's small compared to what we bought and to what we have and to what we're buying. We're spending over $1 trillion this year on our military. We have a military, the best in the world. We make the best equipment in the world.
That they do, because Poland keeps buying it up.
Right, and Poland is right now the only country that has the secure borders and is one of the safest countries in the world. That they're not putting up with any of this illegal migration or
They're not putting up with anything
Mm-mm.
since Germany
Nope.
and Russia both decided to invade at the same frickin' time during
Right.
World War II.
Yep. They've had it.
Never again has a whole new meaning for that country.
Right.
They're like, absolutely not.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, first break's over. All right. Thank you, JJ. We'll catch you on your next break if we're still live.
Yes.
But no, Poland is smart. Again, I've got to quote habitual line crosser. European Texas is what he calls Poland. Because they're stockpiled to the brim with
Yes.
whatever we will sell them.
Yep. Okay. Is this one over?
Yeah, that's over for that video.
Okay, what do you got for us next?
You sent this post about the AutoPen, but my eyes are blurry as fuck.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going by memory.
Can you zoom
Enlarge it?
out? Yes.
1 second. Only strictly necessary.
So this came out at 5 o'clock. It didn't hit my inbox till, I'd say, around 6-ish, but
Do you
this
need
is
it
from...
zoomed larger, or is that good?
Oh, that's good. So this is from the president on his Truth Social post. And it's dated today, December the 2nd at 4:52. Any and all documents, proclamations, executive orders, memorandums, or contracts signed by order of the now infamous and unauthorized AutoPen within the administration of Joseph R. Biden Jr. are hereby null, void, and of no further force or effect. Anyone receiving pardons, commutations, or any other legal documents so signed, please be advised that said document has been fully and completely terminated and is of no legal effect. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Well,
Wonder what happens
Hunter's
to
gonna
Ketanji
have to
Brown.
answer some. Hunter's gonna have to answer to some things.
Yes.
Biden?
What about
Hunter
Ketanji
Begat?
Jackson Brown?
Day?
I don't think her acceptance was done with the AutoPen, was it?
I believe it was. That's the issue.
Ooh, buddy, she's been a problem. Do you know how many Supreme Court cases are going to
Yep.
be
Yes.
thrown all over the place now?
Yes. Let me
But again, with an AutoPen, they have no proof it was Biden who authorized it.
Right. And he isn't going to know who he said what to. Right?
And his family is going to say, "Oh, he was on everything." The entire administration is going to cover for him one way or another.
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's just one signature or several signatures that use the AutoPen. I'm not sure I ever heard the final story of who did what, where, when, and why, but if you didn't have express permission and you just, like, remember how all those pardons came out, like, what, a couple days before he was due to sit advice,
Yes.
remember?
And he had no time to go over that, let alone remember it.
Right, and sign all, and actually sign them all.
Yeah, especially with the dementia type signs that we were seeing. Some people had suggested Parkinson's induced dementia at one
Right,
point. I actually medically agree with that assessment, even though I'm not a doctor, but I've seen it enough times to absolutely understand that that was the case. Working with geriatrics, you see it a lot. You see the signs everywhere. If they're present, you spot them. So yeah, in this case, Biden had no clue the entire 4 years what the
right,
hell he was doing.
yep,
There, how is anything he did legal? How is anything the military did under him? And
right,
again, the higher ups are the ones who are going to have to face the wrath because I know they were just following orders, but Nuremberg said that's not an excuse.
right,
They all knew. Everybody knew. And they did nothing to stop it.
and that's what's scary.
It's like those kings and queens that were mentally deranged, but these the staff of the castle or wherever
Right,
kept
I
it
thought, wasn't that due to kind of
running
like a,
to make it look. And the
yeah,
priests,
right,
what was the word of the person? They have a special person who can run things on behalf of the king or queen when they are either too young or too old.
that
Oh,
was,
what's the
I
name?
thought that was the mother, the queen mother or something was in charge of that.
Yeah, but there's an actual term for it.
Google it.
No, I can't Google it right now. I can't think. Um, it was oh, it'll come to me at 2 in the morning when I'm trying to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
But in the meantime, a regent, a
A
regent.
regent, correct.
That's the word. Oh my
Okay,
god.
so what I am finding is that they are saying that she was signed by the use of the AutoPen.
So her entire Supreme Court appointment could be chucked out the door. Actually, it is
Mm,
being chucked out the door with this. He didn't. Did he
yep.
say appointments? No, documents, proclamations,
He said
executive orders,
basically,
memorandums,
right, everything.
anything.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I believe they are in the process of reviewing that. So imagine if you were released from prison already and now you're going back. Jeez, that's messed up,
Right back. Because, a couple of the people they released did reoffend and got sent back.
right?
Well, that one guy who had 72.
Yeah. My son even knows about it. Yeah. How bad is that? You got a presidential pardon and you go and fuck it up by doing something stupid. Like, deep breath, idiots. There are idiots all over this planet.
Mom, we have a term for that. It's called retard.
True, but do they medically qualify?
I mean,
An
maybe.
IQ test would have to be administered.
But even then, nothing will be done about it.
Yeah, like my son said, but even then, nothing would be done about it.
Right.
So
And I'm
yeah,
gonna, Crazy Bee, I'm gonna send you over this. We can just drop this in the show notes. It's regarding the use of the AutoPen and
okay,
federal uh, judicial appointments. Okay, It's on its way.
Mhm.
1 moment, please. Do, 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 do. There you go. This was for federal judge appointments.
All right. Do you want me to pull it up or just throw
You
it in the show notes for people on their
just
own?
pull it up so they could see it, and then they can look for it if they want. He appointed, with the use of that, by the end of his 4 years, he had appointed 228 judges to the federal court.
How?
Record numbers of women
Magic.
and racial or ethnic minorities.
Hold on, I'm pulling it up right now.
Ugh.
Is it
However,
showing through?
Trump appointed 226 during his first term.
But did he use an AutoPen to do it?
No.
No Trump.
He likes to sign things in front of everybody.
Yeah.
So Biden appointed the first 4 Muslims to serve as federal judges. More than 40% are confirmed nominees were civil rights lawyers or public defenders.
Oh, buddy.
Wow. So that goes to show you that whole socialist agenda. Wow, it's in the court system too now. There we go again. Here's problem number 571 that we've uncovered.
Or more. I think I've lost track, actually, how many.
Jeez, this is crazy.
Yeah. And this explains all the judges suing or saying, no, you can't do this. No, you can't do
Correct.
this. Stop this. Stop that. Instead of, like, again,
Doing their jobs.
Trump can deploy the National Guard to any federal property he wants to.
Mm-hmm.
If he wants to station the frickin' troops at Daniel Boone National Park, the National Forest, right up the road from me, well, actually, it's not right up the road, but, it's close enough that he could. He doesn't
Right.
even have to have a damn good reason. Well, I mean, he kind of has to have a reason, but he has the right to do so. It's a federal property.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that says national or federal, Trump can deploy to.
This
Unless
is
it's a bank.
crazy.
That's different.
Right.
National banks are different. But still,
Well,
this is just out of hand. This is insane. That many appointments?
with the use of an AutoPen. Again, I question, you can have the hearings, but if you're in the majority, why even bother, really?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Do something about it.
Right.
Quit dragging your feet on this shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Absolutely wild.
gotten way out of control. Our government in general is out of control. It was never supposed to be this. The people were supposed to run this country, not
Hold on a minute.
congressmen,
Hold on. Oh,
NGOs.
wait a second. I gotta send you this story. Let me see if you think it's funny. Uh, I don't even know what to say. We have just completely lost the country.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead, check this out.
Let me bring it up. Hold on. And does this have anything particularly pertaining to, or
Yeah, it does.
in the show notes? I'm just going to drop it in underneath the AutoPen thing.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know what it's about, so I will get to it. Give me a second, folks. My eyes are so freaking blurry.
We have freaking lost our minds.
Hold on. Let me enlarge it so everyone can. Oh, no, it is still enlarged. Okay. What's this
This
about?
this came from Miss Blue. Breaking news. The Hanover Park, Illinois Police Department just announced that they have rehired an illegal alien arrested by ICE in October. WTF. J.B. Pritzker is now openly arming illegal aliens and giving them arrest powers over you. Conspiracy theorists were right once again. You want to click on that little letter there? You can't make this up.
Oh my God.
We've lost it for immediate release.
He has
Chief
returned to full duty
Victor,
status.
Who?
yes, after being
Hanover,
detained,
Illinois.
yes, yes, announced today the police officer Rajul Bojovic has returned to full duty status. He was detained by ICE while off duty on October the 15th. He was released on bond on October 31st. Given that his bond was not contested and that he remains authorized to work by the federal government, the Hanover Park Police Department determined that he may return to work. At the time of his detention, the Hanover Park Police Department stated that it hired him in January of 2025 in full compliance with federal and state law. Before hiring him, the village confirmed, move your cursor please, that he was legally authorized by the federal government to work in the U.S. At the time of his hire, he had a work authorization card, which was issued by the federal government's UCIS. Further FBI and Illinois State Police background checks revealed no criminal history. His first shift back since his detention took place yesterday. They'll also are going to give him back pay for the time he was on leave. What
Um, I
the
mean, if
F?
the paperwork is legit, then there's
I
no reason to hold him.
I
But
do. I have a
It was
problem. I
it
have
was
a
the
pro-
Biden administration that authorized it.
I you know what I mean? If they're saying that he
Hmm.
was detained, why did ICE detain him though? That's the question. Why was he detained?
Probably to do a proper vetting, unlike the previous administration.
It would have said that. Let me do a quick search on him, okay? I have an
Okay.
even if he has a legit card, I have an issue with a foreign born citizen, not citizen, a foreign born immigrant, I guess, that's not
Working as our
naturalized.
police.
That's not naturalized, correct? Being a police officer over an American citizen. The power that you have over someone is
Well,
extraordinary.
here's the thing. He had to have been here long enough to go through college in order to be able to work for the police. Police do not accept you unless you have a law in criminal law enforcement.
Not necessarily. They'll take you to school and give you training. Some require a degree, others don't. Some will take you right out of high school. What's his
I've only
buddies? Blow up his
wherever I've lived, they won't do that. The most you
crazy
can
bee.
get if
Blow
you
that
have not.
picture back up again. That letter, so I can get his spelling of his name.
Oh, his name.
Yeah.
Because everywhere I've lived, if you didn't go to college, the most you get to be is a desk clerk.
No, not here. You don't.
And I know in
If
Michigan
you
you have
want
to have
to,
that degree, and down here where I live right now, you have to.
if you want to get a promotion or something, then you need the degree. Like if you want to become a police sergeant, you need the degree.
Look at the meme over here
Where at?
on the right, Dumb and Dumber.
Ah, okay.
Oh God.
So everybody's reporting. I want to know why he was arrested. Wait a second. So October 16th, he is an ill Homeland Security. Here we go. Straight from the horse's mouth. I'm sending it over, Crazy Bee.
Okay.
This is wild.
1 second. While I get it all in place.
Wow. He is an illegal alien from Montenegro. He was sworn
Really?
in. Yes.
I've
He
got it
was.
pulled up. Let me add it to the show notes.
Okay, I'm just going to do a cursory reading.
I'm
Oh
going
my
to enlarge the
lord.
shit out of this.
Wait. Jeez. He was approved by the Pension Fund Board of Trustees in January of 2025 at a salary of close to $79,000. Additional records indicate that his
Uh huh.
2025 earnings cost taxpayers $206,000, including close to a little over $9,000 in FICA and Medicare. So Pritzker doesn't just allow violent illegal aliens to terrorize Illinois communities, he also allows illegal aliens to work as sworn police officers. He violated the national laws. He was living here illegally for 10 years. What kind of police department gives criminals illegal alien badges and guns? It is a felony for aliens to even possess a firearm. A so called law enforcement officer who is actively breaking the law, said the assistant press secretary. Under President Trump and Secretary Noem, ICE is restoring all law and order. Wow.
So he was here. He overstayed a B2 tourist visa
Right?
that required him to depart 2015. Over
Mm-hmm.
a decade later, he was still here.
Yes,
Okay, so
ma'am.
how can they claim he had all the right paperwork in place unless it was forgeries?
I don't know.
What the fuck?
On September 8th, DHS
Oh,
started Operation Midway Blitz in honor of Katie Abram, who was killed in a drunk driving hit and run car wreck caused by criminal alien Julio Cusa Boyle in Illinois. The operation targets criminal illegal aliens who flock to Chicago and Illinois seeking protection under sanctuary policies of Pritzker.
wow.
What is You know what? These people have lost their effing minds. Really? Now, the fact that he's illegal, I wonder if that like we were talking about Ketanji Jackson Brown,
Uh huh.
would the cases that she has reviewed be in jeopardy? What about the arrests that he made as an illegal alien?
Oh yeah, that can absolutely be used in court to try and get people out of it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All you got to do is say he was illegal. He had a hard on against me as an American citizen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wonder how many arrests and stuff he made. Let me see
That's
if
a good
let
question.
me see if there's anything else on him. These people, we need to start calling out uh, these people. Hmm.
This is insane. How is this even allowed to happen? How
uh,
the fuck do you get false records and not notice?
Right.
Like,
Plus, he's
jeez,
getting,
oh
the
Pete,
back, the back pay and everything.
they're idiots.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he may really have been wanting to just stay for a better life, but still, do it the proper way.
Right. He's been here 10 years.
Isn't it like he was there for like 22 years or something?
No, this guy was here for 10 years and knew better.
Oh, retard.
So where are they saying he remains authorized to work by the federal government? Where? If he overstayed,
Uh huh.
right?
Yeah. Unless he had falsified documents. That's the only thing I could come up with.
Okay, they say they confirmed he was legally authorized. He presented a work authorization card, as I stated. They did background checks on him. Why didn't the background check pop them with the FBI and the state police?
They probably did not do a background check, is all I can
His
think, or the person doing the background check did a half-assed job.
Yeah, his immigration status allows him to carry a firearm while on duty.
Since
Wow.
when?
These people are
Oh,
crazy.
Biden. Certain states changed their laws, so
Okay.
immigrants could carry a weapon. And then when it comes to the Second Amendment, states tend to win
Yeah,
over
but not
anything
if
else
they're
because it is the
illegal.
Second Amendment.
You know what I mean? Not if they're illegal. What the heck kind of black?
California employed a bunch of illegal aliens to be cops and even gave them the right to carry a gun in their state laws, not the same as federal laws.
Right.
And the state can supersede the federal law on certain things.
But when it
And
comes to public
how they
safety, though, in general, doesn't the feds have the right to?
it's absolutely, this is absolutely a stupid idea, but when it comes to a gun rights, especially for law enforcement, the states have the overall say. If because again, when like my state, we're going to constitutional carry. Screw it.
Mm-hmm.
2 states over, oh, you're not allowed to carry unless you have all this paperwork and all this other shit with you.
I cringe.
And it's like, so the state by state has the right to say who is allowed and who is not allowed to carry a gun, but
Mm-hmm.
the federal court can override the state only if it violates the Second Amendment. And
Right.
that has been a gray zone for decades.
Right. But again, if you're here illegally, and I'm the
But in
American.
a state that loves illegals, not
Right.
dislikes them, and doesn't second guess them,
Right.
that's the difference.
That would be
And
a
so
interesting query of how many
a
illegals,
lawyer.
yeah, that are in the police field would have
Well, I know in
how
California, quite a few are.
right, but how many of those that make arrests have been overturned due to their illegal status?
Well, in their state, they're not considered illegal. In California, they don't
But
call
the
them
feds
illegal.
say they are. Trump's
They call
rounding
them,
up.
Yes.
what did they call them
But
again?
this is again the difference, the separation of the powers. The state, the local, the federal.
Undocumented workers?
It depends on what the laws are in that area, whether they're considered illegal. On a federal level, yeah, they're absolutely illegal. In my state, they're considered illegal. But in California, they're gods.
Mm-hmm.
That
Because
can't be touched.
I mean, and that's starting
They want
salary
free
of
labor.
$79,000, and an American
That's more
citizen,
than
right?
most cops make.
Correct. And plus his total overall package is worth over $206,000. You mean to tell me there's not an American that can do that
Could do
job?
that job.
Yeah, or would want that job? How about a cop from New
Oh,
York City would take that job?
none of the inner city cops want to be out. Most the ones who remain are basically just because they are trying to stand their ground and do what's right. I mean, we saw how Chicago, they called them off from the helping the ICE detention center, or was that Portland that called them off,
Mm-hmm.
or both? No, it was Chicago because it was a major uproar
Mm-hmm.
that they were told to stand down. And these cops are just trying to do, again, many cops are just trying to protect people. And a lot of them get a bad rep, but it's like, this is like, again, when you're in a city and a state that absolutely will not enforce federal immigration laws, this is becoming a state versus federal situation.
Right.
But would the federal government be in the right to, I say, stop using illegals?
The federal government doesn't use illegals as much as the states do. My son asking questions
Well,
over
can
there.
they tell them to stop using illegals?
That's the fine line. See, that was the problem with the Civil War. Abraham Lincoln was trying to tell the South what to do. The southern states are like, screw you. We're going to make our own country. And it led to a war because Lincoln wouldn't dare let them break away for any reason. He needed the money.
Here's a this is from the Center for Immigration Studies. I think
Mm-hmm.
I think this is Stephen Miller's group. I might be wrong on that. Let me but here's a story, Crazy B, if you wanna pull that up. Uh in
Okay. 1
November of
minute.
2024, Pritzker vowed to oppose Trump's immigration policies. He told Joy Reid from MSNBC he was going to do everything that he could to protect our undocumented immigrants. The day after Trump was sworn in,
Uh-huh. See?
Pritzker complained the new administration wasn't sharing its ICE enforcement plans, while also arguing that undocumented people who are law abiding and holding down jobs shouldn't be arrested just because they're undocumented. Okay,
Yes, they
Chicago
should.
was one of Trump's first targets, as 10 teams of about 10 federal agents apiece fanned out across the city on January 27th, making around 100 arrests. Thereafter, in his February State of the State address, the governor compared the U.S. under Trump to Germany in the weeks following the February 1993 Reichstag fire, when Hitler and his National Socialist German Workers' Nazi Party were consolidating their hold on power. Then he asked a
Mm-hmm.
question. After we've discriminated against, deported, or disparaged always the immigrants and the gay and lesbian and transgender people, the developmentally disabled, the women and the minorities, once we've ostracized our neighbors and betrayed our friends, after that, when the problems we started with are still there staring us in the face, what comes next?
What comes next? Get a goddamn job. Come through legally.
Okay, by mid October, there were over 1,500 aliens that were arrested in Illinois. Uh, Midway Blitz triggered protests. Some were violent. Uh, there was the ICE facility that we've shown in Chicago. Okay, so read deeper. The department claims everything that we said. Okay, so it doesn't appear he was ever placed into a removal proceedings, changed or adjusted his status, or received employment authorization, but DHS claims that he nonetheless managed to be sworn in as a police officer. The tagline on the press release states, "It is a felony for an illegal alien to possess a firearm," and that's true, but with an important exception. Under 18 U.S.C. and 922 G5A, it's unlawful for an alien illegally or unlawfully in the United States to possess any firearm or ammunition, and by regulation that includes a non-immigrant whose authorized period of stay has expired or who has violated the terms of the non-immigrant category in which he or she was admitted.
This guy
Well,
did all of that.
yep, there was,
And again, that's why only citizens should be working in our police departments. But when your states are stupid and they do what the hell they want, what did they think was going to happen?
yeah,
Federal law supersedes state on this one. He should be
okay, so
removed.
Well, in that case, why
perhaps
didn't Abraham Lincoln make a law saying
Bojovich is
that
one
why
of the
slavery bad
undocumented people who are
which
law abiding
supersedes
and
the
holding
state
down
law?
jobs that Pritzker referred to in
Therefore, you love them.
January. But it's curious the
I didn't do
governor
that. Tell
admitted the
Peter.
compound
Why didn't
adjective
you do that in the first
law
place?
enforcing too.
People are trying.
So they're talking about if this is all true, just exactly how he got hired. So now this is saying that if it's true, it means whoever hired him as a police officer was aware of his illegal status and they let him join the police force anyway. And if that's true, that's someone and likely others are in trouble. That's because we have a law in the book, section 274A, subsection A1A. They make it unlawful to hire for employment in the U.S. an alien, knowing the alien is an unauthorized alien. It applies to state and local governments and the federal government too. It's
They
a
brought up a
civil
good point
offense.
of how the fudge did he get a social security card?
That's true too. Do they get it when they have to get something when they get a green card, don't they?
Uh-huh, whether it's to work or not, if it's a work visa, whatever. Something got falsified. He's lied to somebody
That's
at
what they're
some level
saying
of
here.
government to get the paperwork pushed through, or he presented forgeries.
Well, and that's the thing is when you bring in your I-9, that's where you got to bring your proof of citizenship, and then that's compared against the Fed's database. Uh, mm,
And hi, Vanilla. I didn't see you pop in earlier.
hey, Vanilla. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. So, okay,
Actually, I
so
hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. Now that we didn't say that earlier.
I mentioned it while you were
Oh,
muted. You were muted.
oh, I was yelling at people for spraying too much cologne, body spray, instead of just plugging their nose.
Okay, so most new employees present the driver's license and social security card during the I-9 process. Uh, Although a green card and an employment authorization aliens form is usually used. If DHS and ICE are both correct, he could not have had the card, the EAD, or the green card, and he shouldn't have had a social security card either.
Uh-huh. That's where I was at. I
Uh
saw
huh.
that down below. Yep. How did he get these without someone forging something or illegally processing it? And
Okay.
we know that there are people within these government organizations, especially Department of Transportation, who don't hesitate as long as
Right.
they make a little cash on the side.
So this article sums up at this point, we don't know how much uh, who was working,
Vujovic,
yeah, within the sanctuary, even though DHS claims either ICE has its facts wrong or somebody, and maybe many somebodies, in the land of Lincoln is in a lot of trouble.
yep.
Okay, so somebody
I'm
wrote,
leaning more towards there are people in some serious trouble.
okay, why? Underneath, there's a note that, interestingly, whoever wrote the article doesn't present any evidence to support DHS. However, I don't think DHS would give that up to anybody just yet,
Yeah.
uh, until they dot their I's and crosses their T's.
In
Oh, here
America,
we
all
go.
people are innocent until
And
proven guilty. Except
this
you're not
person
supposed to
said,
be there.
right. This person says, unless you may have forgotten, in America, all persons are innocent until proven guilty. Yeah, if you are what? An American
A
citizen.
citizen. Our rights apply to citizens and legal visitors. And even legal visitors on all kinds of visas do not get the full constitutional protection. It's like,
Hmm,
seriously, did anyone take a civics class? Anybody?
I do not know.
I've I feel like I'm the only one from my generation who paid attention in school and went above and beyond because, friends suck Didn't really have
Mm-hmm.
any, so books were my friends. And so me and my stupid reading encyclopedia sets and dictionaries and shit. Yeah, it doesn't work like that.
This is
And
wild.
they literally quoted the laws.
Right,
That person's a moron. The one comment is a moron.
right. And there's hold on one second. I believe we uh shared this link before, but so this is the Center for Immigration Studies. They have a 4-star rating from Charity Navigator. Crazy Bee, I'd like to send this to you. And oftentimes you will hear me in the when we're having discussions. This is for the chat and anybody listening afterwards. You will hear me tell you know where your money is going and how are there ways to
Mm-hmm.
find out. And using Charity Navigator, anybody that is a yeah, yeah, C. I just wanted to say C3PO, but that isn't it.
No, that is Star Wars.
I
As
know.
much as I love
That's
C3PO, I
because I
guarantee
have.
he's not behind this stuff.
No, I have Star Wars on the brain. Jake wants Legos, Star Wars Legos for Christmas. So
I love Star Wars to begin with. I don't need
yeah,
Legos
but
for me to like it.
if you're a nonprofit organization, if you're a church, you want to go out to Charity Navigator. There's another one that I can't think of the name right now. It's very similar to somebody's tax returns being filed, and you can go in
Uh-huh.
and you will be surprised at what information is out there. You will
Here,
find.
let's look for one.
Okay.
Let's look for a charity. Let's look at Red Cross.
Okay.
American Red Cross, right here.
Correct.
This will give them
Yep.
an example.
Correct.
They're 100%, and it wants me to give right away.
Of course.
Tells you where to find them and everything. Tells you all
Right.
about them. The rating, their accountability, impact and measure, culture and community, leadership, adaptability.
Yeah. Now click on leadership for me, please.
They're getting
And
10 out of 10s, 20 out of 20, 30 out of 30.
yeah, there should be a whole section. Click up there on that learn more button for me. Okay. Ba, ba, ba. That just tells you how they rate it. You should be able to see like who their officers and that are and how much money they make.
Let me go back. Oh,
Okay.
go away. I'm not donating. Let's scroll down and see
There you go.
total
Salary of
revenue and
key persons. Salary down the next one down. Yep.
there we go.
So there you go.
Wow, that
Uh-huh.
is a lot more than me. And it just trickles to a lower number till it gets to the bottom. So out of what you're donating, you are also paying their salary
Correct.
from this
And
money
they're
you donate.
wait, and
Wait, they're
there
paying Red
there's
Cross is
more
paying illegals?
information about this. They get a retirement package. This doesn't
I'm
count
cringe.
their benefits. Oftentimes at this level, when they retire, they get benefits paid for life. I mean, you can actually it's the 990 form, I believe. Go back crazy
Oh no,
bee.
it's right down here. It says the source is the 990
Yeah. Can you
for
click on that?
2024. It doesn't do anything. Oh, the IRS published data. Um, nope. Data source. No link to it.
Hold on one second. Go back down, crazy bee. Click, yeah,
You
there it
can't
is
click
there.
any of
Click
these.
here. Yes, you can. Go down to the very bottom. It says click here to search. Down, down, up a little bit, girl. Up, up. Stop. Go over. See, it says click here in blue. Where data
To
source.
me, it's a blur.
Okay, so
Oh,
it's
right there.
click
You got to
here.
click the word here.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
what I said.
God.
Click here. Okay, so
Oh
that
my
should pop
God.
their Form 990.
We have to have all this other stuff, don't we?
No, you should just click on it and it should take you right to the database.
I'm
There you
in the
go.
database. You still
Okay.
have to search them. I can
Uh,
search Red Cross and see what it does. Oh, it pulls up another tab for fudge sake. Okay, this is what I get when I do that. Um, Forms, Red Cross, prior. Um, it does not have it available to
hit
us.
search. Hit search. Because you did the filters prior, now search.
It automatically refreshed when it did. I don't know. Maybe it's me. I can't see for shit. I hope I did it
Okay,
right.
so you need to play around with this because there's a lot of information, as you can see. But every organization is required to fill out that's a 5013C. Nonprofit organization is required to fill out the 990. It's very similar to a business submitting their 1040 form.
Hmm.
If you're a for-profit organization, if you go and you just take places that you know or places that you're interested in, for example, the Red Cross should pop not only the national office, but all of the offices located throughout the United States. So there should be one in Texas, there should be one in Pennsylvania, in New York, in
This is
Kentucky.
the main headquarters one in Washington, according to this information.
Okay, so every place that you're at, if you're looking here at the main headquarters, you might want to say, oh, wonder how much they're getting paid in my state,
Oh, here's their EIN right here.
right? That's their employee identification number,
You can search the IRS website using the EIN.
right?
Yes. Just click and copy.
Mm-hmm. So, again, this is extremely valuable. Like, Crazy Bee, try clicking on entering Black Lives Matters. And we've just totally gone off the rails from our planned topic today. So,
Yeah, it happened. Oh, damn.
yes. Okay, so hold up 1 second. So you can see Crazy Bee. We want to go to Oakland, California. Now, they only have a 3-star rating at 75%.
No,
And
I don't want to donate.
right.
Here's the
And,
EIN.
right.
Let me copy this. Oh my God, my hands. And someone just pinged my phone, my Discord.
Now,
Um,
scroll down. Yeah. And go back to their leadership as well. Let's take a look at that.
Salary.
Yes. So, look, check out the head of securities making 200,000, and what happened?
These are her family members, aren't they?
I believe so. What happened to? Wasn't her name Patricia?
Yep.
Yes,
Her name's not on here no more.
exactly. Wonder why? Because of the houses.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go to the IRS thing. Benefit rates 12%.
Mm-hmm. So
Data
yeah,
source.
that's the 990 that we're gonna look at.
And I can
Now put in the
paste that here. Hold
no,
on.
no, no. Go over to the right. To the right, Crazy
Oh,
Bee.
there it is. There it is. Paste.
Right, and just hit search.
And
We hit search. And there we go. Then click on that.
And the 78 determination letter. Oh, here's all their forms. There it is,
Right.
a
There you
990
go. And the last one
from
that they filed
2022.
was in 2022. Correct. And
But I
then
bet
go,
they've still been getting donations.
okay, go over to where it says copy of return and click on that blue link there. This is going to
And
pop
you get a
the
fuck ton of
actual
tax
form.
pages.
So here's the actual form that is filled out to the IRS. And oh, I am so familiar with this. It's been a while, but
Holy shit. Look at
yes,
that drop
ma'am.
in donations.
Yes. And uh, this is the revenue that was brought in. And you can see then their expenditures, their expenses, if they had any assets and what their liabilities were. That probably included the 3 homes in California that were purchased at what, $1 million a piece, I think, or it could have been a little bit more.
Something like that, yeah.
Hmm.
And this
But
isn't even being signed by the person who started it. This is the board chair who is not listed on this page anymore, the
correct.
charity page.
And
If you
yeah,
look,
typically you'll see
she's
either
not on here
right. She
anymore.
doesn't right, but she doesn't. Board members, if they receive no salary, aren't usually indicated on there. Normally, you will see an accountant sign off, or the president, or the CEO, but we know what happened. Why don't you go back a little bit, Crazy B, to what is there a 2019 form, or what was the earliest form that we see?
Okay, one second. Let me find it.
So you can enter things like,
This one.
yeah. So we have 2019. Let's check that out.
They made nothing according to them.
Click on the blue 2019, the actual form itself.
I'm on it. Oh, I gotta share it.
There. Okay.
They claim nothing.
Now hold up a second. Hold up, back up. Because they may have filed for an extension. So they're saying they are a corporation. And you can see on there the stamp when the IRS received it on October 13th of 2020. So that was, oh, they were 3 quarters into the new year when this got filed. But in 19, were we still having the violent protesting
That
going
was more
on?
2020.
Yeah.
This is just before.
Oh, you know what this is though? This is the foundation. So,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
why everything's zero.
correct.
Look at these
Hold up, there she
names.
is. There's Patrice,
She claims
executive.
zero here.
Correct. Yep. And there's Kaylee. But they may have taken the foundation. Some places will take their foundation and roll it in with the corporation, so to say. Or they could have dispersed all the monies that they had,
It
but
says incorporated right here.
right. Well, that would be now again. It all depends on how the structure is set up. That could be the master umbrella that everybody falls under, or specifics can be renamed. So you could have, here is the organization Black Lives Matters. Then you could have it Black Lives Matter recruitment section, or the foundation section, or the training section. So organizations have the opportunity to create almost whatever they want to, and you need to be able to play detective and go in and search what you're looking for.
Hmm.
Personally, I mean, I've worked for nonprofits. I'm quite familiar with these forms. Uh, as to the Red Cross, the Salvation Army, Goodwill, those types of things, we've discussed this before. And I believe you would be better off using your money in a local or chapter, perhaps, or donating
Mm-hmm.
your money directly to a church organization that you trust, or even doing outright donations to somebody in need. Some
Yeah.
of these companies have gotten so big and out of hand that we know the monies are not going where they're supposed to be. And we've
Yeah.
covered
I mean,
this.
I guarantee if we look at their 2020, it's going to be through the roof.
Let's look at it.
Okay.
We're already at almost 20 to 9. We might as well spend a little more time on this. I just want the
Um.
audience to be familiar with so many, and this also goes for GoFundMe pages, although GoFundMe isn't required to do this, but you really need to know where your money is actually going. What's it being used for? And one of the cases was when the African American high schooler killed the white student in the football issue in the tent that occurred. Remember that
Mm-hmm.
there was
Oh
the,
yeah. How's that panned out? Did he got
I,
life in jail, didn't he?
I'm not
Or is
sure
it
what
still
he
going
got.
on?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't looked at him for a while. So much other stuff has happened, but we can follow up on that. Uh, but they used the monies that people donated, supposedly for his legal team, to do what? They went and rented a house, bought a new car, had security.
Mm-hmm.
They were in a gated community. So you think you're donating to a cause, and in actuality, you've been swindled.
Yeah. Um.
Okay, so now Patrice is on here by herself, and in 2020, hmm, let's see what. Scroll down to what does Schedule O say?
I don't know where Schedule O is, and I
Keep
can't
going down.
see.
Keep going down. Should
My
be
eyes are so blurred.
okay. Now stop 1 second. So see, the signature was signed by a Shalom Bowers, and see underneath they used a CPA by the name of Kay Volans to complete this form, and they were out of Bethesda. So we see their Schedule A is the public charity status and public support. Keep going down, Crazy B, or up, whichever way. I don't know if I'm even sideways. And stop here for 1 second, and nothing's filled out there at all. Keep going.
So for 2 years, their tax forms were completely
Mm-hmm.
blank.
Correct. And we're still at nothing.
But when they filed for 2021, their previous year, they claimed they had 75,000 something.
Right.
Well, we're not seeing it on here.
No. Keep going. Let's see what they're. We're looking first. That's only. There it is. Okay. Oh my gosh. Now this is a shame. So, Form 990EZ, Part 3, primary exempt purpose is to eradicate white supremacy and build local power to intervene in violence inflicted on black communities by the state and vigilantes, I mean. Program
Wow.
service accomplishments by combating and countering acts of violence, creating space for black imagination and innovation, and centering black joy. We are winning immediate improvements in our lives. We affirm the lives of black, queer, and trans folks, disabled folks, undocumented folks, folks with records, women, and all black lives along the gender spectrum. Our network centers those who have been marginalized within Black liberation movements. We are working for a world where Black lives are no longer systematically targeted for demise. We affirm our humanity, our contributions to this society, and our resilience in the face of deadly oppression.
Wow.
Information regarding personal benefit contracts. The organization did not, during the year, receive any funds directly or indirectly to pay premiums on a personal benefit contract. The organization did not, during the year, pay any premium directly or indirectly on a personal benefit contract.
We know that's bullshit.
Exactly. Exactly.
And that's it. That's the end of the page.
You know,
Paperwork.
I am shocked.
They got away with this.
Wow. Yes, they did, didn't they? Because you didn't hear jack shit about any of this, did you?
Until next, the 2021
When
year
things
when they
came out.
said they made
Yes, right,
75,000 that we read
correct.
the first one. Hmm.
I,
And they're not claiming to have gotten any money since. What
well,
happened?
they they last filed what in 2022, so they're 3 years behind.
Yeah, 2022 was the last time.
This is shock. I am just shocked at their mission statement.
This is the one we read earlier, 2022 for the year of 2021.
Huh.
What did
But yet,
2021 say? How much they made?
yeah,
It claims the prior year was all zeros.
please show us
Let me zoom it in a little
and let's
too.
see. So that same board director, they didn't even have a CPA file. Heal the past, reimagine the present, and invest in the future of Black lives. Wow.
Yeah, their future, no one else's.
Well, they're saying they had, hold up, that they had, look at that, scroll back, they had over 49,000 volunteers. That's 76 million in contributions and grants. Oh, and well, they suck at investments because they only got 114. Wow. This is
I'm
wild.
curious if it says who got paid what.
Yeah, it should.
Um, my eyes are so fucking blurry. I am so sorry. This is just that checklist again.
Right, keep going. Hold, go back up, Crazy Bee, 1 second. Okay, so,
Wait, how far up? Keep going
just
back
stop
or
one
down?
second. List, okay. So, see under section C, list the states which a copy of this form is required to be filed. All of those states listed should have a Form 990 on file. So you would look at Black Lives Matters for PA. Wherever you live, Black Lives Matters. Do we need? Yeah, there's one for Kentucky. So California. You can see not every state perhaps has a chapter, but these are the chapter organizations. They are required to fill out the same form. So it's you see how easy would be to take money and funnel it out in different places, or say take money from Pennsylvania, and then I give it to you as a grant in Kentucky or somewhere else. This is extremely can be convoluted. And then go down, Crazy Bee, because or up, whichever. Yeah, and look here. Look at our girl, the Kaylee Scales, who is the now here they list her as the former managing director, But guess what? She made almost $140,000 for that time period.
And this founder claims zero my ass.
Yes, but look at this. Patrice also claims she works 40 hours a week, while Kaylee
This one
doesn't
claims
work
she
any
worked no
hours.
hours
She
and
works
still got
0.
paid to not work.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Through a W-2, it looks like. It's hard to
Correct.
say.
Correct.
Yeah, it's messed up what these people do. I don't see anyone else listed.
No. Now stop there. These are independent contractors, and you have to be very careful with independent contractors, because if they do work for you and they are there on a continual basis, the IRS will come back and deem them not to be a contract employee. A contract employee is only to be used for certain periods of times. Many organizations will say you're a contract employee. However, if they are truly looked at, if you're working 40 hours a week and you've been told you're a contract employee that gets no benefits, that just gets a salary, but you've been there for 2 years as a contract employee, guess what? The IRS will say you were an actual employee, and the organization will be fined, and you can be then brought on as a full time with benefits. The whole contract situation you need to be leery of. And in this case here, they will tell you, okay, so this Trap Heels LLC, that's a limited viable company. Look, they got almost $1 million to do their production, design, and media. Dewey Square, a communications, IT, and digital, 709. Wow, they used a lot in media.
Anyone
Statler,
can set up an LLC is what's scary.
correct. Anybody can. Look at this tech support.
504 is
504.
that?
Uh-huh. And then let's scroll down and see what Buyers Consulting Firm on Schedule O does.
I don't know where that's at.
It's at the bottom.
Oh.
Now hold up, back up, Crazy Bee. This section here, this is your exemptions that you take, and it'll tell you benefits, compensation. Okay, so we see here, this is interesting because somebody made other salaries and wages. Who the heck got $199,000? I didn't see anybody with that, did you? Look,
No.
no. There's somebody's getting a pension of $7,808. Benefits almost $22,000. Payroll taxes paid out, that includes your Medicare and Social Security, of a little over
But they
16,000.
claim to not have any employees and that it was all
Right.
volunteers.
Look at how much they spent in legal fees.
I'm trying to
500
find
and
it.
okay,
My
almost
eyes.
$547,000.
And I'm sure that was to help somebody's legal
Mm-hmm.
fund.
Lobbying, and this is what I'm dead set against. Lobbying on Capitol Hill, $1.3 million.
Yeah. It's gotten out of hand what these people do.
Now, their IT department needed over $1 million.
My ass.
Yeah, travel expenses were over 68. Now, what did they have that depreciated that was almost 75,000? And this
Someone's
is a
home.
low ball number, 25,000 for insurance. That would be like insurance on your equipment, things like that,
Building insurance if they
yeah,
have an office.
right?
Oh,
So these are the things that, yes, it seems like it's a pain in the butt, But this is where your money that you think, even things like what's the dog one that is put out?
The
Is it the
ASPCA?
ASP, whatever that is? So
Yeah,
you
the
think this,
ASPCA.
right? You think this money is going for the dogs, right? Where you need to look in. Charity Navigator will also give you a pie chart, and you can see on the pie chart like where the money goes to. And when you see it on a pie chart form, and we don't have time to call that up today, but trust me, it's there. When you see the breakdown in the pie chart, and when you ultimately see how many pennies out of a dollar goes towards the actual mission, some of this stuff will blow your
Not
mind.
much.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. All right, keep going down, Crazy Bee. Let's see Schedule O, and then we'll finish this up.
Where's you
Oh,
said it's
hold
at
up
the
1 second.
bottom.
Hold up. Go back up. Land and buildings. So they're saying they have almost $6 million in buildings. Wonder if that was the houses.
I believe so.
Okay. They had liabilities of almost 1.8, and there's their net assets without restrictions, which is funny, of almost 42 million. Okay.
Oops,
Go
my
ahead,
mouse
scroll up.
moved.
Yep.
Reconciliation of net assets.
Ba, ba, ba. That has to do with, you have, say, your total assets, like you see there, total revenue.
Oh, the difference between how
Between
much
the
you made
revenue and the
and how much you
expenses, right, is your
used.
net, correct?
Okay.
Okay. And they list their software ID number, blah, blah, blah.
Here's an explanation of
Okay, yeah,
something.
let's see what that says. So the back up, reasonable cause penalty abatement request. The Black Lives Matter Global Network was informed that the return for fiscal year ending June 30th of 2021 was not accepted. The organization took corrective measures as soon as the mistake was brought to his attention. They is attached. So they were trying not to get hit with the penalty and fines. And okay, so they operate on a fiscal year of June to June versus January to December.
Ah.
So the filings, probably whoever did them didn't match it. But what's
And that's
interesting,
why.
but what's interesting is, see, we're already in 2021, and they've known how to do these forms ever since. Why is it that there was a mistake made? Because you know
That's a
why?
good question. And look
It's
at this
hard,
long explanation.
right?
Holy shit.
It's hard to, it's easy. People think that they're going to move money around, or corporations are, and it's not going to be found. But trust me, it will be found. It will come out. They have forensic auditors that look through this. It's looked at. And remember, some places that give monies will file their own, what the heck are they called? There's a word for it. Very similar to W-2, W-9, I think it is.
Oh, the 1090s?
Yes, yeah. Like you get your W-2 back. It's a W-9, I think it's called, for like a contractor. They'll,
I don't know because I don't do
yeah,
contract work.
yeah. So, yeah, keep going. See, now what's interesting is all the forms we've ever completed or had to have completed, all these boxes had to have an
Have
X
to
in
be
them,
checked.
or yeah, or not.
Something. You're not supposed to
Yep,
leave it blank,
correct,
which is something that would get rejected and sent back until fixed.
correct.
I've done enough of
Well,
our own
that's,
personal
yeah,
taxes.
this is all. So this is still the actual tax return, and we still don't know anything.
There's 98 pages.
Oh wow. Well, forget that. We won't waste time
Yeah,
then
it's
going
like
through.
right up here. 98 pages.
Okay. So hold on, I just want to check this out. Uh,
Media and
so
advertisement costs
uh-huh,
that much.
right.
And I've got blurred eyes, so I can't see the exact number. I just see a bunch of numbers.
Yeah, this is some wild stuff to take a look at. And again, it's available for any organization that is required by law to fill out a 990.
Uh huh.
You will find out some very interesting information. Things like, huh, how does a new employee come on making more money than the program director that's been there for 10 years? Mm-hmm.
Uh huh. And if you
Mm-hmm.
look, does that say grassroots right there?
Where are you looking,
Um,
crazy? Use
line
your
D of the page above.
grassroots non-tax.
Yeah, it's all blank.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Interesting. I'm
Meaning
glad I talked my
they,
daughter out of donating to them when I
yes,
did.
meaning that they are they not giving back to their local chapters? Home
Well, they're sure
office?
as not getting anything from them either, by the
Uh,
looks of it.
well, I'd argue that they are probably getting something, and for whatever reason,
Hiding it.
uh-huh. I mean, once we found out about the houses, what else? I think there were what cars were involved and
Over like
vacations. Yeah, vacation.
the
Yeah,
vacations and the insane salary payments to
correct,
family members.
correct. Yep,
The security is something like her brother, right?
right. Something or a boyfriend or something, brother or boyfriend or.
Yeah, absolutely wild.
So we went off the rails with this one, but
That's what tomorrow's for.
there you go. Tomorrow we can get back to our regularly scheduled programming. Is there anything? What did we have that was going to be next, Crazy Bee? Don't give away everything, but what
um, NGO, like we were just talking about, but
do we have?
for immigrants.
Do we have time to cover it real quick or no?
I mean, it's already 9 your
Oh, it
time,
is 9 o'clock. Oh my! I got to
so
get
we
to
can
bed.
cover this to
We'll do the rest
tomorrow.
tomorrow. So we
I'll try to
appreciate.
leave my tabs open.
Okay, we appreciate everybody here. Joining Rex Sisters. And again, I just don't want to see you guys swindled out of your hard earned money. It's bad enough that you are paying in your tax dollars, local, state, and federal, to go fund these illegal activities with NGOs and with your state giving illegals monies. Okay? You are paying for this. And then for you to turn around and think that you're going to be charitable and to give to organizations that you believe in, you need to go look at their ratios. Like I said, go look for the pie chart. To me, I'm visual, so that's one of the easiest things to start with, and then go work your way through. In particular, you want to look at salaries. That's a huge giveaway. And
Yes,
not
it
only that,
is.
but look at the compensation package as well. Because sometimes compensation packages are greater than a salary. They're made for future promises that are, maybe upon retirement, or maybe things like you're here so many years and you receive extra monies. Um, there's a lot that can be done, and the only thing that I can say is my ass was always covered. Whatever I was told to do, my ass was covered. Uh, with my CEO and my COO that I had
Yep.
to do. And once the information was on the 990, that was in the hands of our accountant. He knew exactly what was going on, he knew where the money was going. And if I was told to do something, I put on there, that such and such I was informed to do blah, blah, blah. And I had them sign off on it so that I wasn't the decision maker in the case. And it was
Uh-huh.
so bad, so that I even went to our outside legal counsel to discuss many issues, and some of it was corrected and some wasn't. But the the two of them had known the legal team for quite some time. So whose side do you think legal was on? Although they talked a good,
Theirs.
yeah, although they talked a good game, they were making buku bucks off of the organization because they were on the retainer. And they
Uh-huh.
provided services on everything and anything you could imagine. So it was some interesting times. So maybe
Sorry,
we
I'm
have,
trying to breathe in my nebulizer while you're talking.
yeah, maybe we need to change the thumbnail back down to since we didn't do what
Nah, we'll
we're supposed to.
eventually get to what the title
Yeah.
said.
So it is a huge, and again, you don't even have to go through all of it. Just go to the pie chart, and what you're looking for is to make sure that, and I forget the ratio right now, but monies that are donated to nonprofits, the majority of the money should go to the actual programming. So
Yes.
oh, that would have been a good one to pull up. Uh, the Ilhan Omar feeding American or whatever it is,
Oh,
feeding
Feeding America?
future,
Yeah.
future, feeding our future, right?
I think it was Feeding Our Future. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Something
don't know.
Feeding the Future.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's supposed to
now
give
I'm
food to
curious.
kids.
Yeah, now my curiosity's peaked.
That might have to be a day when we have nothing else, because
Yeah,
that will take all day.
maybe on friggin' Friday we'll look them up. I'll go out myself and look at it and see if it's worthwhile, because that, depending on how they file, that would be very interesting. Because remember, and even that one guy that I don't know if I know his name, that said he fed 2,700 kids a day, but yet,
Bullshit.
exactly, it is bullshit. But the monies that
Ugh.
he took in were greater than the amount of kids or something that they had.
Yeah.
So again, you're donating, going, oh, feed the children, and they've absconded with all of your money. Yep.
Yeah.
So it's
And that is why I don't donate. That is why I don't do any of that stuff.
right. I mean, we even talked about, you're taking your clothes to Goodwill, and they're in the newspaper that the employees are taking things that they feel are of value and reselling them on eBay or Mercury or WhatsApp or whatever the heck it's called. I mean, you're better off to go under the bridge and say, here's some blankets, here's some clothes. I don't know the answer to that. I mean, we put such faith in these organizations only to be
Hmm.
turned around and screwed in the long run.
But it's always because of greedy people at the
Yes.
top lining
Yeah.
their own pockets and helping family out when family should not be part of it.
Right.
That's why they say never go into business with family.
Right.
It
So now,
never goes well.
from a negative perspective of who we've been talking, one person that I looked at in the past, and I have not looked at him in years, would be Tunnels to Towers, who Frank Siller, I think his name is, started after 9/11. His brother, I believe, was a firefighter and died in the first tower to get on. And
Uh-huh.
so he wanted to do something. And now what he does now is he rehabs or builds homes. And he just is in the process of building a community for disabled vets,
Yeah.
firefighters, police, all of that. So if you go and
Something
you
that
search,
makes sense.
right, if you go and you search him, you should see that the monies that he takes in on that pie chart is more than what his expenditures are. So
Yeah.
that's the kind of stuff that you want to look for.
And I'm trying to get my Discord to close.
All right.
It
So
won't.
yeah, that's what happened to me, and I had to uninstall it and reinstall it.
I am going to have to do a kill. X
Yeah. So
kill.
we thank everybody here at Rex Sisters for participating in uh charity
I was
organization 990 Forms 101. Further classes will be held at a date to be determined somewhere in the very far future.
But if it is something people are truly interested in some of these organizations, let us know who you want us to look into.
Right, and we'll check them out. Because it's time that we start calling these people out.
Amen.
You think that,
I absolutely
yeah,
agree.
all these people that gave those millions to Black Lives Matters, you guys were all hoodwinked. All of you. Every single one of
Uh-huh.
you. Yep. Somebody, and I don't even think she went to jail, if I recall correctly.
No. No one's gone to jail over this.
Uh-uh.
Because no one's pressed charges.
Well, very interesting.
Yes,
All
it
right,
is.
guys. I'm done. I got the wild man tomorrow, so
I
wish me
will
luck.
be.
They're coming out. They're coming out for the couch, supposedly. We shall see.
Well, the really good news for me is tomorrow all I've got to worry about is the thumbnail adjustment.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. That's what you thought today. But then what happened? You,
Then we scrambled last minute adjusting because you changed up pretty much the whole thing.
yeah, didn't I? Though. Sorry about that.
Oh no, you guys! If the original lineup was completely different, there was a thumbnail and everything ready for it, and she calls me. She's like, well, I had messaged you about. You asked if I needed anything, and I asked about that one video. You
Right?
ended up calling, and all of a sudden we went from the wrong timestamp in a video to changing the whole lineup.
Yep. Well,
It's
you
fun. It's
you
fun.
didn't
I
tell me
love
not to
the
look at anything at
randomness.
after a certain time. So I'm
I
always on.
love randomness. Well, no, I
Yeah.
said I couldn't edit it. Doesn't mean I can't make some changes, but 30 minutes and scrambling for a thumbnail. Yeah,
Right.
that's pushing it. That's pushing it.
I only added what, four things on and then readjusted all of the programming. That's all.
And then we went on a deep dive in IRS forms.
Yeah. So go imagine that. That wasn't even on the radar.
It could have been worse. It could have been far worse.
Right. All right,
Oh,
everybody, you have a good evening. Thank you for joining Rex Sisters. Please don't forget to like, follow, comment, share, and subscribe to us. We appreciate your support. I think our numbers are growing actually on YouTube a little bit. Uh, I know for a fact we gained 2 new followers on Sunday,
uh-huh.
so that's good news. Uh, and with that, I'm done.
I think I am too.
I don't. Do I really got to look at anything tomorrow? Yeah.
Just
I'm not looking at
well, not
anything tonight.
really, but
Nope.
I mean, if you want to.
If I do, it won't be till later. I am not staying up tonight. I'm not.
Want to bet?
Like I said,
Shall we
yes.
put money on this?
No, I don't have any money to put on it.
Are we sure?
No, we're not sure, but I will try not to do anything to. Yeah, right. Who am I kidding? You know what's gonna happen. What the hell? We know it is. Anyway, everybody have a good night. Hope y'all again had a good Thanksgiving. Notice how I said y'all versus
Getting
yins.
better at it.
Y'all. I hope y'all had a good night. When in reality, I hope yins all had a good night. Thanksgiving. But we'll get
Yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah, we're going to get there one day at a time, right?
There you go, one day at a time. That was with Bonnie Franklin and Mackenzie Phillips and Valerie Bertinelli. Bertinelli, I believe. Wasn't that what that was called, One Day at a Time?
I believe so.
Where'd that come from? But yet I can't remember what happened over the weekend. Lord help me.
I know the feeling. I actually 100% know it. So,
Oh, and by the way, audience, you'll be pleased to know effective last night, I had permission to stop the steroids. So when I told her that on Sunday, right after the baptism of the baby, when I felt like I needed to punch the car window out, I thought I was a little bit overboard. Just a
yeah,
tad. Just a
and I
tad.
think that's a good reason to stop this extra
I have
doses of
I have
steroids.
never I have never experienced that level of craziness, and I have been on the crazy side with the being on the steroids, but they feel that since that was the third time within what 8 weeks, 6, 7 weeks, whatever, that they had high
Yeah.
dosed me up from my normal dosing. Yeah, on Sunday, yeah, Sunday was really bad in church, and
Steroids and you do not get along.
they do not. No, well, they have to, but at the extreme high levels that I was on, it made me like
Not
that.
good.
Yeah. When I knew that all I wanted to do was punch out the car window while I was standing beside the car, and I really
Yeah.
wanted to. You have no idea how bad I wanted to punch out that window.
The,
But I was like,
I get it. And for no
ooh.
reason. Sometimes
Yeah,
for absolutely no reason other than it exists.
right. But I was like, ooh, you're going to hurt yourself. No, don't do that. Yeah. I
I've
was like, that's not a
been
good
there,
idea.
done that
Yeah.
couple
So
different times. Doors
we're
are
off
were
of that.
my
Yeah.
next best.
Yeah. So we're off of that. So maybe I'll be able to get some sleep and, We- Oh, and again, we are now on the sixth antibiotic. If this does not work, I will be talking to you from a hospital bed. So
It
that's where we're
happens.
at. Yeah, that's where we're at with that. So everybody have a good night.
All right, folks. We'll catch y'all tomorrow. Stay safe, stay sane, stay sober.
And that's at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Good
Yep.
night.
Good night, folks.